Top zombie anime. If viewers enjoyed the South Korean zombie movie Train to Busan, they'll definitely love its animated prequel, Seoul Station, which came out in 2017. It is a terrifying movie that even hardened horror fans will find scary to watch. While it's focused on horror, Seoul Station also devotes plenty of time to adding nuance to the story. Underneath the terror, the movie is inherently a story about humanity and the evils that can be perpetrated even when in one's right mind. Seoul Station follows a young woman who tries to survive after downtown Seoul is overrun by Busan's terrifyingly fast zombies. At the same time, her father and her boyfriend are searching for her as the world begins to fall apart. Focused on these three characters, Seoul Station is a straightforward, fast-paced film with an awe-inspiring twist that no zombie fan will want to miss. Is This a Zombie? Is indeed an anime about zombies, but it's also a pure comedy, not horror. The show revolves around Ayumu, who is tragically murdered by a serial killer. However, the silent and adorable magical girl necromancer, Euclid Hellscythe, resurrects him, only to have him killed again. This time death doesn't stick, though, as Hellscythe's magic animates his undead body. Despite how violent this beginning sounds, Is This a Zombie? Is a series about ridiculous romance and peril, as the two evade demons and murderers, and Ayumu learns about his true nature. There are tons of fascinating entities in this anime, including zombies, demons, and vampire ninja. The variety of supernatural entities helps keep the show fresh, even if it means that it deviates a bit from the zombie theme. School Live. S animation is so cute that it's hard to believe it's a zombie anime at first. It's not that surprising, as the Japanese animation industry's take on the zombie genre often deviates from Western concepts. That said, this doesn't make the anime any less interesting. In fact, this willingness to explore different concepts is why there are so many creative zombie anime worth watching, including School Live. When viewers watch the first episode, all that they see is cute schoolgirls doing cute things. As a result, when they then learn that the children are the only survivors of their school in a post-apocalyptic zombie world, however, School Live can feel a little dissonant. Fans can watch these characters try to maintain some normalcy while they try to outlast the zombie apocalypse. Based on a popular third-person shooting game by the same name, Gunrave is a serious zombie anime that focuses on protagonist Brandon Heat's path to revenge. Now called Beyond the Grave, or Grave for short, Heat is looking for revenge on his former best friend and partner in organized crime. His former friend, Harry McDowell, didn't expect Grave to be given a second life, and thus a chance for vengeance, through necrolization. At best an anti-hero, Grave is a nearly invincible undead revenant. He's animated only by his desire for revenge on the Millennium Crime Syndicate, killing his fellow undead on the side. Gunrave received good reviews from both critics and viewers alike for the fact that it takes its time in establishing the story, making it an excellent option for zombie anime fans. Originally written by Daisuke Sato and illustrated by Shoji Sato, High School of the Dead is arguably one of the best zombie anime to date. It's also very similar to a traditional Western zombie apocalypse story, but that doesn't keep it from being exciting and scary in turns. In fact, for viewers newer to anime, this familiarity can help ease the way into the form of media. The great but short anime High School of the Dead follows 5 high school students working together to get to safety after their high school is overrun by zombies. High School of the Dead's fan service can be excessive at times, but its solid characters and devotion to realistic violence more than make up for its shortcomings. Additionally, It grapples with questions of morality as survivors become just as much of a threat as the zombies. Zombieland Saga is actually an idle anime and a comedy series, though there's still plenty of undead antics to please fans of more mainstream zombie anime shows. Protagonist Sakura Minamoto dreams of being a pop idol, only to die at Trukuin's hands and get revived years later as a zombie girl. Luckily for her, this affords her the opportunity to pursue her dreams. Sakura isn't alone either. She's one of 7 zombie girls from different eras whom Kotaro Tatsumi gathered to form an undead idol group, with the sole aim of putting Saga Prefecture back on the map in the entertainment world. Sakura can finally realize her idol dreams from beyond the grave, but she must hide her zombie status at all costs. Additionally, being a zombie comes with complications regarding her memory. Shikabane Hime! Makaina Hashimura may not look like a zombie and she doesn't eat brains. However, the titular corpse princess, also known as the Shikabane Hime, is definitely one of the undead despite these idiosyncrasies. Makaina was reanimated after being killed alongside her family, and is now tasked with killing 108 other revived corpses to join her family in heaven. Makina's ultimate goal is avenging her family's death by defeating the undead group known as 7 Stars. A cool female character with formidable physical skills, Makaina uses dual Mach-11 machine guns to destroy her enemies. This unusual fighting ability, as well as her sentience, makes her unique among anime's many zombies. Written and illustrated by Yashiichi Akihito, Corpse Princess received an anime adaptation in 2008 that brought to life this intriguing plot.
And thus the result is this.
In an alternate 18th century England, scientist Victor Frankenstein discovers a method of reanimating the dead. However, after his famous creature dies, others discover a more stable way of reanimating corpses, paving the way for zombies in manual labor in the 19th century. However, unlike Victor's method, this newer method isn't able to return the corpse's soul back to the body. John Watson, a medical student, is later tasked by the British government to obtain Frankenstein's notes on reanimating a corpse with a soul. The unique and interesting plot, as well as the characters who are based on historical and popular literary figures, makes the Empire of Corpses an interesting anime. Overall, this anime has a distinct approach to the genre that draws in viewers due to its incorporation of classic British tales. In Zombilone, Chika and Shido are zombies who preserve their unlives by hunting down other zombies. Later, they are joined by a girl named Michiru, who can see a ring around a person's neck when they are about to die. This leads to her discovering that 2 of her classmates are already dead. The 3 are trying to survive, whatever that means, in a world populated by the dead. Chika and Shido use Michiru's special ability to track the undead so they can pay off their debt to Zombilone, the company that brought them back to life. They hope for a quiet existence together on the other side of this violent slavery. With only 13 episodes, Zombilone is an excellent starter anime for viewers new to the genre, as they can enjoy a fantastic story without worrying about an overly long commitment. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead has established itself as one of the best titles of the summer 2023 anime season and could even become a modern classic. This is especially impressive given that the zombie apocalypse genre largely feels routine and familiar by now. The real magic of Zom 100 is its many comedic, subversive messages about Japanese work culture and the existential dread today's millennials and older Zoomers feel. Zom 100 stars Akira Tendo, who felt like the living dead working for a shady company day after day. Then the zombies took over, and despite the inherent horror in the situation, Akira cheered on the fall of civilization because it was his ticket to freedom. Now Akira has all the time in the world to cross off the items on his bucket list and finally start living.